Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It's me, John, and Mama. We're here. Wednesday evening. Mama has cooked all day, so we ain't cooking tonight either. But look what she made. Beautiful, beautiful soup beans. My favorite, one of my favorites. Kraut and weenies. This is some of that delicious Texas onion. I think it's one of the last ones. Maybe there might be one more.
Yeah, I think there's one.
And wonderful cornbread. So Mama's cooked before I got home. So let's bless it. We'll start early with blessing tonight. Dearly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for these precious hands that prepared it, dear Lord. And dear, we just pray that you'll be with us, watch over us, lead, guide, direct us. Be with each and every prayer request that's out there, Lord, those spoken and unspoken. And be with us in everything we say and do. In your precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Well,
This is delicious.
I cooked this for John. While he was
I don't care who you cooked it for, Mama. And she ain't talking about me either. We refer to John as her number one son. I'm number 2.
If George was here, I'd have to bump you down to 3.
You see the abuse I go through. As long as the abuse tastes this good, I can handle it.
And yes, napkin, please.
So what are y'all up to and what are you eating?
Thank
This is not our typical Wednesday night supper.
No, it's not.
But in all honesty, it's a good one because Mama was able to cook it all day today and she's not trying to rush and do something tonight before church. So it works out good. Done it, Mama.
Yeah, really.
This is that cha-cha y'all made last, how was it?
Yeah. Latter part of summer. Or
See, it's
fall.
still beautiful and good. We ran all that through the chopper. So we're just coming on really tonight to say, hey, what y'all up to? What are y'all eating? And let you know we're having some great soup beans. Hi, John and Mama. Hey, Pat, how are you? Hey, Sherry. Hello from Oklahoma. What's the weather like out in Oklahoma? Y'all get the same weather a lot of times we do as far as temperatures. Seems like. I don't know. You just get more
They
storms.
get colder and more snow than we do.
They get more storms. But we do. A lot of times if y'all are warm, we're warm because we're kind of on the same plane. Seems like. These are so good. Do y'all like soup beans? Pinto beans? What do you call them? Brown beans. I've heard them called brown beans, soup beans, pinto beans. What else do they call them, Mama?
I don't know.
Mmm.
Pinto soups, browns. I guess it's
The cornbread, the chow chow, the onion. And I'm going to eat some crown wieners too. It's all just perfect together. I'm so glad John came up today. That's how you deal with jealousy, folks. You find a positive spin on it and you go with it. When your very own mama trades you in for a friend, you just have to think, well, at least she likes him well enough to cook him some pinto beans. And you get some
well,
of them.
nobody cooks pinto beans for him.
Mama's a softie.
He loves them and they don't cook them for him. So
What about her?
Marky,
She's wanting to eat, so y'all can hear her eat.
she's eating.
But she's just looking at it like, I really don't want this, but they're filming. So I need to eat and crunch and drink some water. Because she embarrassed the whole family today.
Oh yes. The UPS guy's gonna turn me in for threatening to quit her.
Well, I can assure him and you both that it's just a threat, idle as it may be.
Yeah.
Did
She
you
was barking so loud.
talk hateful to her?
A little. She was, as you say, she was embarrassing the whole family and the whole neighborhood. She's so loud going on.
Our UPS guy, Scott, he don't want her, I'm sure, but he could take her anytime because she loves Scott better than she loves all of us put together. Don't you, Mama?
He looks for the treats from him.
And it's not just the treats, because we give her treats too, but he's just good to her, and she just loves him so good. I had an omelet with sweet peppers and coffee. Ooh, roast. That sounds delicious. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Your stomach,
Excuse me.
your stomach don't know what time it is. There's Maggie, she's kicked in. Your stomach don't know if it's breakfast time, lunch time, supper time. So if you want eggs tonight and biscuits and gravy, your stomach don't know. Mommy, you need the Heimlich?
No, I believe the cornbread went the wrong way or something. Crumble.
To go up?
No. I got the wrong pipe.
Mommy, gonna make dessert.
I don't think I'm going
Thank you, Shirley. We love having you here. You ain't gonna have time, are you?
Mm-mm.
Oh well, maybe next time. I hope somebody comes tomorrow that likes dessert. Looks so good. It is good, Carol. It's so good.
Oh, now the crab and weenies, I didn't know if he'd eat them or not. So.
Me?
No, John, the other John. So I fixed them just for us, just in case. But found out he likes them, so I shared them with him too.
Everybody likes crab wings.
He had beans, but he has biscuit bread instead of cornbread. He don't like the cornbread.
Mm-hmm. I know that, Mama, because sometimes you only make biscuit bread and didn't make any cornbread. Yet again.
I made you cornbread this time.
This time. And we're thankful.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like soup beans? How often do you eat them? I know people who eat soup beans once a year, maybe twice.
Oh,
I know people don't eat them at all, but I thought I dropped it. But I do know people say, oh, we have them once a year, Thanksgiving or something. We have them try to once a month at least.
when your daddy was alive, we had them
About twice a month.
twice a week sometimes.
Well, Mama cooked them from hard beans at least twice a month. But now Lux pinto beans was a weekly occurrence because he was just open me a can of Lux, and that's what he would eat. If he didn't have cornbread, he'd just eat light bread.
He wasn't picky on a lot of it, but he loved his
No.
beans.
But anyway, that's what we're up to this evening. We just wanted to jump on. We really didn't have anything today. I thought we might cook something, but I didn't know Mama was doing beans, but I'm so glad she did. And we'll try to cook something tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's Thursday night. Oh, I was going to tell y'all. I talked to Miss Sydney Adams. You know Sydney Adams. You may think you don't, but she's the young lady who came and sang for us and played. And she's got a CD out. And she commented that she's a good friend of ours. I mean, it's not just since she started singing. I've known her since she was born. Her family's good friends of ours. And so she's going to try to come next week, I think Tuesday. So don't hold me to that yet till we get a little closer. But she's going to come Tuesday and sing. So I told her, I said, come Tuesday, and we may cook some little something, but we probably won't cook much, and we'll just let her sing and let her, some of y'all remember her because she says she's met some of y'all at her concerts, and they'll say, we saw you on John and Mama.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so she'll be here, and she's going to sing for you. I hope this Tuesday, if everything works out.
She really praises them, how nice everybody's been to her.
Oh, yeah. And she sings so good. She definitely has a talent. She's going to be a superstar. I just know it. It just takes a while. Everything's delicious, Mama.
Okay.
You know the old thing, it's shake and bake and I help. This is delicious, and I didn't do a thing but wash my hands and sit down to eat. That's my favorite kind of cooking.
That's all you needed to do this.
Yeah.
You worked late and everything.
That's my favorite kind of cooking. It's the cooking I don't have to do. I do love to cook though. You have to love it to do it much. I think. Now I take that back. I know a lot of people don't like it and they have to do it for their families. But for me, I'd have to just love it, or they'd get a lot of pizza. This is a meal fit for a king. Most delicious. I would hate to think, if I was a king, that I had gotten to a position I couldn't sit down and eat some pinto beans and some sauerkraut wieners.
You'd give up your kingship, wouldn't you?
I'd give up a kingdom for it, Mama.
I know your daddy would have.
You know, I wonder sometimes if royal families, like, you know, even when the Queen was in and now the King of England, wonder if they just have nights sometimes when they eat pizza. Do you ever wonder that? I wonder if they ever just, like, one night they're sitting around in the royal TV gallery and they say, let's have some popcorn. Or I wonder if all that has to be planned out. I don't know how they do it, but it just seems to me like...
I hope so that they have some time like that.
I hope so too, and I hope sometimes like they just want some good old, I don't know if some of y'all are from England, are pinto beans even an England thing?
Probably isn't.
I mean, is this like comfort food for y'all, or is this like, those Americans are eating those beans again? Who is going to sing, Kim? Sydney Adams. You can look her up. She's on. You can Google her. You can hear her music. She's got several CDs already out. You can probably already order her music. She's got a Facebook page. So check her out. Sydney with a Y. Cydney Adams. Adams. And if Sydney, if you're on here, she's on here sometimes. Go ahead and post your stuff on there. I'm cooking beans tomorrow with collard green. Now, Joyce, that's another favorite. Cornbread. Yeah, collard greens is wonderful. We like curly leaf mustard too with ours. That's wonderful. How is the weather over there? It is wonderful, Brian. It's an AB day. It's up in the 70-ish mark.
60,
It's 67 to 70. Mama would argue with the moon. It's 70 up there. It's 68, 69, 70, depending on where you're at and if the sun's shining. It's wonderful. Wonderful. It's not cool, Mama.
It looked like he was going to pour the rain earlier, and we got out there and worked a long time. What we could do.
What you and John do today?
Well, he cleaned out the cutters and.
Did you get on any ladders?
No, sir, I did not.
Thank goodness.
He did all of that. He fixed that pipe in the basement. He got out the stuff for me to put the rails by my beans. And
He railed the beans?
Mm-hmm.
We've got some old
Right.
wrought iron banisters that used to be on the porch. And we've kept them because we keep everything. We don't throw away nothing. But now Mama's using them for bean runners and they're perfect. So John put those up for today. So her beans
I
can
was
come.
going to, and I wasn't feeling real good this morning, and they said, I will do that. That's too much for you. So
He's wonderful. He takes care of Mama.
he said, you go back and rest a while, and I did.
He talked you right into it, didn't he, Mama?
Yeah. But he's good. Oh, and he said, what made that noise when I was down at the barn the other day? He seen a snake. Said he heard the noise and said he didn't have the hole with him. I had it. And he said it peeked its head up and he seen it was a snake.
What color was it?
He didn't say. But it's dead down there. You might have a chance to see it.
I wonder if it's the same one that was out here when we seen it that Sunday. Was it black?
He didn't say the color. He just said the snake picked its head up.
A black snake is okay. Even a chicken snake. But if it was copper or rattler.
You know, I seen on there where Diamondback, Western Diamondback rattlers are found here in Campbell County. They have already found some this year. Here.
Well, Mama, I hope you didn't find one.
No, I've not seen a snake so far this year.
You said you seen one down
No, he did. I didn't.
Now let's review this whole story.
I see. There was something made a noise the other day.
And you seen something.
It was just the noise and a flight. You know, I didn't see a snake. I thought it was a rat or
You heard a noise and you seen something move.
a shadow of something. I couldn't tell. Then never did see the whole thing.
She seen a snake.
No,
And then now John's going down there today and he heard it and he seen it.
I wouldn't have went back if I'd have stayed down there if I'd have seen a snake.
You did see it, you just didn't realize what you were seeing. Once you get them cataracts fixed, you might not be running down there every 5 minutes.
I wouldn't have stayed down there and looked at the rest of the stuff if I thought it was a snake. I'm a big chicken. When
I gotta call the doctor and say she's got snakes running around, she needs them cataracts fixed.
It was.
So he's seen it today.
All he seen was the head peeped up.
That's all you need to see.
Mm-hmm.
So you stay away from there.
Mm-hmm.
And be watching when you're down there pilfering through them beans too. I wonder what snakes doing down there. They know eggs. They know feed.
Well, they gotta have some place to live. Well, they do.
Are you feeling sorry for them?
Well, kinda. They've gotta have a place to live. Up in that barn loft with that hay is a good place for them to snuggle up and nest and stuff.
Snuggle up.
Well,
Do
there's
snakes?
probably more
Do y'all
than
think
one.
about snakes snuggling up?
Well, yeah.
I always picture them coiled up, ready to attack and kill you.
I seen a snake coiled up ready to attack when I was picking blackberries once.
Oh, today? What have we got going on here?
No, when I was picking blackberries.
Well, snakes don't snuggle, and they can be harmless. They'll find a hole down through there somewhere. But no, they got all those woods and all those fields. They need to move down there.
If you was out there in the weather and you had that mountain, that hill over there to stay on, or could curl up in a pile of hay down there in the barn loft, where would you be?
I'd be out in the woods somewhere.
No, you wouldn't. Not you'd be staying warm. Now wouldn't you?
Snakes don't snuggle, Mama. They curl up to kill you.
Mm,
You can't trust a snake.
I don't. I'm afraid of them.
You sound like you're running a campaign for homeless snakes here.
But I don't hold it against them because they're down there.
I don't know.
They gotta live too.
Snakes turn around in Mama's eyes. Better once that when those cataracts come off, there'll be a lot more screaming, a lot more running. I got a feeling.
I'll not go close to the barn. Okay.
I asked her the other day, I said, "Do you see leaves on trees?"
Yeah.
Why, yes, I do. I said, I didn't ask you seen green patches on trees. Do you actually see the leaves? When I look at a tree, this one time I let my glasses go 2 years and I didn't have my eyes checked. And I thought it was perfectly fine. Well, when I went and got my new glasses, I looked out the window and I thought, the trees have leaves. Because before I was just seeing green and it, but I could actually see the leaves when I actually got my new glasses. I'll bet you there's a lot of things she thinks she's been seeing that she's not seeing. Just saying.
Just
Like snakes. What kind of noise did you hear, by the way?
it was rumbling the boards, moving them.
You got a snake down there big enough to carry a board?
Well, I carried the board. Make a noise going in and out of them.
Note to self, don't ask Mama any more questions. It just don't be done at the barn anymore.
I'll wait till John comes back.
Yes, if you need something out of the barn, let John get it.
He's afraid of them too. But he'll go ahead and do stuff. I won't.
folks. It's a struggle. Yep, that's what PJ said. Yep, I don't know what that was for. Hi, John and Mama. Hey, is it Ira? A-R-A? Snakes, y'all marry. We don't, I mean, from Pikeville, Kentucky. Hey, Anita. I don't want to harm snakes in their own habitat. But when they get into my habitat, I want them gone. You don't have to kill them. But I want them way yonder from here.
I'll start singing when I go down there, and they'll go in
You'll just make them mad now, won't you?
the... I was just going to say they'd run away, but you're saying my singing's so bad they'll bite me.
You sing good, Mama, but don't be making noise. They'll just
That
bite
was
you.
wasn't fair.
The only kind of snake is a dead snake.
That's
I mean, I think some snakes have a purpose. You know, there are rat snakes, and there are, you know, snakes that keep rodents and stuff down. That's fine. And I don't necessarily want them dead. I just don't want to see them. I want them to be like Secret Service. I want them to be on the job, doing the job, far away from me.
carrying a badge and not being seen.
They don't have to have a badge. I just want them. I just don't want them. I just don't want them at the barn near the house. Is that too much to ask for? Folks, we're gonna go. Mama's got me the heebie-jeebies. You ever get the heebie-jeebies where it just goes up your spine and you're like, ugh.
You'll dream about them tonight.
I better not.
I didn't see none, so you don't have to see them.
But Mama, you don't see.
I do see.
You might not see this coffee cup.
Oh yeah, I do. I see better than you think.
No.
I just can't.
No, I think you will see better later.
I hope I do.
Yes, come to wherever. Mama looks all dressed for spring. She's so cute. Who's that?
Somebody's nice to me, like you. Thank you.
Elizabeth said it.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Mama, I've been nice to you. Hi, Coffee Time John and Mama. Well, hello there, Hope. How are you? I want them gone from me too, Susie. Just got them from me. I mean, let's go to the snake house.
Can you
And,
buy snake repellents?
oh, they claim you can. They claim vinegar and pepper. They claim mint.
Mothballs.
Mothballs. They claim. I don't know.
When I go to the store, I'm getting some mothballs.
Get the eyes fixed. We're going to, PJ.
I'm going to put them all around the house.
Now, I have heard mothballs, you can hem them in. Don't hem them in. Like if you think you got a snake, say in your basement or something, you start putting them over the doorway, and then they might get stuck in there and they come up, sit out. So you want to start in the far corner of where you think you see it and move your way this way.
I'm going to put them inside the house. They'll smell.
Well, we don't have that in the house, thank the Lord.
I was just going to put them around the outside of the house.
I am going to plant some mint. Is that a good idea to plant mint around your house? Good evening, John and Mama. Is it a good idea?
There's mint down there at the barn. Or spearmint or something, or catnip, whatever you call it. Because I stepped on it and smelled it.
Well, maybe that'll keep the snakes on that side of the barn. Hello from Long Island, New York. Well, hello, Patricia. Well, Mama's got to go feed her snakes, I guess, and she's worried about them being, what'd you say?
Homeless and no place to
And
live.
what did you say?
Snuggly.
Snuggled up. Come on now, Mama.
Used to, they said, where there was a non-poisonous snake, a poison snake wouldn't stay around.
That's not true.
That is not true. They found out, and my sister's son-in-law found two different poison snakes.
He lifted up a piece of tin and found a copperhead, a rattlesnake, and a black snake under the same piece of tin. Now, they're pretty friendly. Piece of tin ain't that big. I think they was cohabitated.
And they stayed together. Or they were.
I heard an old farmer one time. he would take his tractor and go out and dig a hole big enough to put a barrel in the middle of his fields where he kept his cows. Put a barrel and just leave the, what do you call it, the hole
Cap.
with a cap, take the cap off. And he said, in the middle of the winter, he'd go back out there and you could look down that hole and there'd be black snakes, copperheads, all kinds of snakes in that
See,
same
they was
barrel.
finding a good place to stay.
In that same barrel. And he'd put the cap back on it and he'd haul off somewhere and release them in a whole different world. And that right there, they'll all crawl in the same hole together, in my opinion. If he's seen that every year or two, he said he did it every 2 years just to keep the snakes off his cows.
Well, Daddy always kept black snakes. He said he kept the others away and killed rats and stuff.
He kept them or just allowed them to live there?
In the barns.
Folks, our internet's going in and out. We're going to say goodbye and let y'all get on. And have a good evening. And sorry the conversation went
Wild, I apologize.
snaky. I didn't know.
Very sorry.
Anyway, y'all have a great evening.
That's right.
Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night.
Find you something good to eat, make you some memories. Bye.
Bye-bye.